Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 5 of our Astropolis Let's Play series. Where I'm getting tired of recording down here in our basement, but I don't want to spoil everything what's going on for you guys upstairs in our new super secret area that we have. So I'm not going to do that. But what we got going on is we're making iron. Yeah, that's the goal of our episode. We need to get to some iron. We got copper, we got tin, we got bronze, but we need iron for everything. So let's get started. Welcome back, my friends, to another wonderful gray day here in the world of TheAndrata on our lonely little asteroid. Eventually, we'll be able to go fly out to the other asteroids and go, maybe make some friends with some aliens or something like that. No mob spawn, which is interesting. So I don't know how mob spawning is going to work unless... Yeah, I was going to say no. There's no lighting out here, so mobs should theoretically spawn outside. But, and yeah, F7 shows that it's a possibility, but they don't. So I don't know. I don't know what mob spawning's requirements are for this pack. I'm sure we'll get to that point at, some point. But for now, we don't have to worry about it, because we have work to do. So didn't really do a lot down here. I did a lot down here, but I didn't really change anything up. I know I said I was going to make a room for garden cloches and everything, but just getting all the crafting done with the garden cloches and all that stuff took long enough that I don't feel like actually doing any more work. So we're going to set up our garden cloches upstairs and make it work there. Okay, so that being said, let's get to work. So in between episodes, I went ahead and crafted us up a bunch of stuff. Let me tell you, the biggest pain of these things to craft are these darn bright shards. Okay, I know we got them last episode. We had the bright bricks, right? They're bright stone. The stone is fine. The miner's research pack's the most annoying part because you have to get the bronze. So that requires this whole resource, chain to flow, which it is. Let's see. We're maxed out on tin and copper again. My biggest bottleneck here is the charcoal, making sure that we have enough wood for the charcoal, constantly pulling that out, putting it over here to get myself some charcoal, and then breaking down some of that charcoal so I can get mini charcoal. So then I can continue to smelt up more charcoal. Makes sense, right? This whole factory we got going on, throwing it into the kiln because everything in here needs full size charcoal, not mini charcoal, to get these processes going for us. So yeah, kind of sort of it's a little process. It's not terrible. It's just a lot of back and forth because you can't hook hoppers up to the crude furnaces, so you can't automate it. And I'm pretty sure you can't hook hoppers up to the kiln either. So there's no automation available for that. I do want to mention in between episodes, I did find the mod that I was talking about a couple episodes ago, in which I was like, hey, how do I oops, I'm hitting the wrong button. Oh my goodness, I just messed everything up. Wow. I wanted oh my gosh, what did I just do? Can I undo? Oh man, that was the wrong button to hit completely. I'm talking and then trying to work and it's not working. Let's get all of these, whatever, I guess it's fine. Let's get all this stuff back in my inventory, though. I found the mod that allowed me to lock my hotbar. As you can see, my wallet now is locked, so I don't have to worry about things going missing in my hotbar, but I just flubbed up everything that I had all nice and organized. And yeah, I had that going for me, which was nice, but now I don't, so I don't. Let's just throw all of that in there. And yeah. So... Anyway, it's called Inventory Sort Profiles, or Inventory Profiles Next is the mod, which adds all these fancy things. There's a whole config. If you press R and C at the same time, opens up this whole giant, massive inventory configuration thing, which is pretty darn cool. There's a lot of stuff in here that you can, configure and everything. Really, all I wanted was the ability to lock these slots so that when I sort, it doesn't move those items around. I can lock my hotbar so my time in a bottle will always be there. I can lock this so my sword will always be there. I just wanted to lock the slots. It works out that it came out with everything, all these other cool tweaks, and they do work if you don't flub up like I did and move the wrong things around and then accidentally pull a whole chest into your inventory. Just don't be using it while you're trying to record a YouTube video, and you'll be okay. That's what I say. Let's grab some more. And I just like I said, I've just been cooking away. I'm going to start saving these maybe. And I still have a little bit of bronze left over too. So anyway, so what I did, I made 4 garden cloches for us because we're going to have a total of 4 items that we're going to be making here, right? We're going to be making budding amethyst. So that's going to replace these bright shards for our crafting recipes, which thank God, because these bright shards, not hard in any sense of the word, other than the miner's research packs, the bronze, it's just expensive of the bronze, which is the hard part right now. And it makes 5 each, but each of these bright stones only drops 1 bright shard. I don't know if it's going to be affected by fortune later, but in order to do this, I had to do this craft 9 times. I had to make 9 of these bright stones in order to get the 45 bright shards that we need for this. And my goodness, it's just a lot of waiting around for bronze. Okay. It's a lot of bronze. But we got it. So I have that. So I should have enough bright shards to make everything that we need for this chapter here, if I calculated correctly. And knowing myself, I didn't. So I'll probably have a cut some point in this episode to go craft up some more. But that's okay. One last thing I want to mention that I did add to the pack. I've been just, if it's convenient for me, I'm adding it to the pack. Okay, I'm all about making my life more convenient. And some of these mods, like that inventory next, the morpho tool and stuff, they don't change the functionality of the pack. It's all about convenience, and that's what I'm all about. So of convenience, I had mentioned it last episode about a clipboard sort of mod or something like that. I found one. It's called Notes, simply Notes, and it allows you to just create notes, and then you can actually pin the notes to your hotbar, to your screen. So if we have new notes, test, and then I save that, I can then pin it, and then look over on the left side, it says test. So we can have it pinned, and cool, right? I like it. Just a simple note mod so we can take notes as needed for items that we're going to need to craft. Okay, I've talked enough. Let's get to work. So my idea here is, I want to work on automating this to getting this charcoal production process going. So we're going to do that towards the end of this episode because I want to clean up my inventory and get things out of here, and then start working on this. I did go ahead and make thermoelectric generators for each one of these, which is a lot of brick crafting and everything. I don't know how much power these thermoelectric generators are actually outputting. Like, it doesn't tell me, and I don't know how much the garden cloche needs per tick either. So I'm kind of just like, let's play it safe and get one for every single one of these. Okay, so that's how we're going to play this game right now. So if we pop upstairs, we can kind of use this big old space that we have up here to plant these, to place them down. I have a total of 5 that are going to come up here eventually, though that charcoal one may end up staying down in the basement. So we have 4 garden cloches that we're going to work with for the time being. And I'm going to kind of sort of clear some of this out. I had to look up and make sure that we are all hunky-dory with our positions of all of the blocks. And actually I can vein mine these because there's only 4 of them. The position of the garden cloche so that we know exactly, where things can go. So I can kind of sort of plan this out to make it as compact and neat as possible. Unfortunately, the garden cloche is just a little bit, I don't like this texture flickering that we got going on here between our lights, but no, not you. The garden cloche is just a funky block. Nothing we can do about the funkiness of the garden cloche because it's just the way that it works is the way that it works. So if we place this down, this is how our garden cloche is going to have to sit, and we're going to have to make it work within our capabilities here in our pack, right? That's all we can do. So redstone input here, we can move our water input to the back. However, we need power. Power must come into the top, and then on the front can be a chest. So we can have a chest or a drawer sitting here so that we can have items automatically filter into there. I did get water or a tank for each one of these because we don't have any way to make water infinite. I did find that there's these water source blocks here that we can generate water with. However, they require water cores. Not too difficult, right? Except for the fact that they require water buckets. So we need iron, and then this machinist needs steel, which is a whole process of iron, and I'm assuming coal coke, or maybe it's just blast furnace iron. Yeah. So it's going to be a little bit before we get to that point. But we have our garden cloches ready to go, so we can go ahead and work on starting to set these up. So let's get our floppers put into place first. I'm going to end up having to break some of this glass here to get our thermoelectric generators all in here, but that's okay. It's not like, this was probably going to end up eventually changing anyway, or we were just honestly going to build all the way down into the basement because the Andrata is not a builder. He's more engineer side of things, less building side of things. So yeah, I got that going for me, which is nice. Let's go ahead, place these here. That gets those set up. So again, like I said, power has to go into the top. So we can go ahead and sort of do something like so to get the power started. Get the idea or the flow of things. And this glass is driving me nuts. I guarantee that's rubidium again, and I forgot to remove it in between episodes, so that's my fault there, but it is going to drive me nuts. Okay, so that's that, and I'll work on those from the outside. Everything else can go there. Why did I leave this space here? I guess I can put the chiseled stone bricks that it came with back. So I really don't need this. I could probably, I was going to say, honestly, I could probably move it back one if I really wanted to, but I honestly don't want to. Let's go ahead and do this one and this one and this one, and then jump up here and grab that one. Like trying to make it look nice, but at the same time, like it's the Andrata. What do you expect? It's like asking Dyer to not have Dyer wire. Okay, it's basically impossible. Also, this iron doors just drives me nuts. You know what? I'm gonna get a jump off. I need a pressure plate. That way I don't have to open that door anymore. Give me a plate. Break me off a piece of that plate bar. And I forgot this keeps inventory, so we can throw that all back into there, and now I don't have to open that door ever again, at least from the inside. Outside, sure. Inside, nah. There we go. Okay, so let's get our first one going here. Okay, so what we need to do is get our power. It needs to come over to here and then run down. And it's going to sit on top of our thermoelectric generator, of course, so which we can put that right here. And then the next power block can go here, which means here in the ugliest spot possible. We can go down one more, I guess. That way it's at least semi invisible or hidden. So they say nowadays. Packed ice and this, and then where's my blocks of flint? Don't tell me I put them away by accident when I cleaned up that whole inventory thing. Figures. Can we go down the stairs, please? Jump off. Flint. Blocks of flint. Yep, I did. Because it looks like a building block, so I just shoved it in there and I said, be gone with you. Okay, so garden cloche, if we plop this now, let's put our flint here. We can put our packed ice here. We can put our thermoelectric generator here. We can get our asteroid block here and our power there. I need my energy or my pipe. This is why I want my morpho tool, so I don't have to carry these things with me because I don't have room in my inventory for all this stuff. I need you. And I'm going to also need the configuration tool, so I might as well just have that with me. Yeah, time in the bottle, you always stay on my inventory. You are permanently on my hotbar forever, and it's always my number 7 too, so that way I can quick click to it when needed. Okay, so if I go ahead and pipe wrench this now, it should start transferring power into our garden cloche. Yes, okay. Not very fast, but it works, and that's what matters. So that's one garden cloche taken care of. Now I've got 3 more to do. We will be back. Okay, can I tell you that was more of a pain than I thought it was going to end up being to have to set these up because I ran out of pipes. One thing I didn't plan on was having enough energy pipes for this whole process, and I ran out, and since I ran out, I had to make more, and in order to make more, you need some clay, you need some bricks, which is I'm waiting on some clay to craft up, and then I'm about running out of the organic powders, and then Got it. Okay, so they all have power going. We're good to go. Okay, so we have our 4 garden cloches set up. The only last thing I need to do is put the drawers on them. Now, each of these crystal bud things only makes the crystal or whatever it's called. So I don't need to worry about any other items coming out of the output slot. So it's just going to be the clusters that are crafted from this. I don't like that this floats. So can we... is there like a chiseled version or bricks? Yeah, let's just do bricks. That's not bricks. Yeah, there we go. I just don't like the floaty bam. So we can just place that there. It makes it look a little bit neater. And then there we go. And then items will automatically go in there. And then we can lock it with our configuration tool when the time comes. So that being said, now that we have this set up, curious to know, does growing crystals require water? I don't know. Like, I planned for those tanks. It may not even have been necessary to need the tanks at all. But let's go ahead and start working on getting our crystals. So first things first, let's get the budding amethyst, because that's the one that's going to make it so we don't have to make these bright shards anymore. Okay, so add that to our to-do list. We're going to grab budding amethyst. We're going to do that. That's going to get us, well, budding amethyst. From there, we can get a amethyst cluster. So we have to get our budding amethyst and place a cluster template on top of it. So let's go ahead and grab our template. And we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I accounted for 5 of them. I told you. Yeah, I didn't account for 5. I only accounted for 4. Well, that's... Oh, wait, no. I only need 4. I'm thinking I need 1 for this, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Whew. Thank goodness, because I did not want to have to craft those again. So let's go ahead and since we're here, let's grab our budding tin, which is going to be tin ingots, bright shards, and our miner's research pack. And I was saving on some tin and copper. That's bronze. I think I mixed too much of it together though, because it's what? 4 per? Is that what it is? Yeah, 4. So I need to get more tin cooked up. I am no longer running. Let's eat some food. And I don't have any, so let's go ahead and grab that and that. And you go there, you go there, and I gotta clean up. Like, let's put all this stuff away that we have extra of. Give me like this inventory's bothering me. That's blackstone, cobbled deep slate. I'm scared to press the button now to push all this stuff into there because it messed up my inventory last time. So I'm just manually gonna do this. That's a smeltable. Tinted glass, sure, that's a smeltable. I guess I don't know what I'm going to use it for eventually, but I have some of it. These bright shards, I guess we can put the extra away. Budding amethyst, we're using that currently. Miner's research pack, we're going to use energy pipes. I don't really need right now. Either do you. I will need you eventually. And I guess deep slate brick wall, I don't need. You go back into there. You go here and here. And then I got this oak drawer, so I could put this here and get these items automatically coming out of here now. Because I didn't realize that slot was auto outputable. And apparently it is, according to the FTB wiki on there. So nice. So that'll eventually go there. And I got those hoppers to automate that other process. And asteroid blocks, you can go, you sit here, you go here, you go here, sure. And then that can go here. And then by now we should have enough to make some ingots. Yes, please. 1 ingot. 1 ingot. I'm close. Can I break down my do I have any nuggets? Can I break down this bronze back into ingots? I just need 2 more copper and another tin. And I do not believe immersive engineering is always funky about timing of bottling. Yeah, it doesn't seem like. Yeah, it's not timing of bottling because it's not this brick. That's the master brick. It's the center one. So yeah, the immersive engineering time in a bottle, funky monkey. 1 more of our tin or our copper, but we can go ahead and make our tin, I guess now. So budding tin. We're making budding coal. And, oh, did I have that on my hopper? And budding copper. Interesting. Okay. We can make the charcoal one. Can we? Oh, hey, I have tin. Or copper. Bam. I forgot that I had shoved all that stuff in there. Okay, cool. But in copper, we can go ahead and grab the bright shards back. Thank you. And I only have 5. I knew I wasn't going to have enough. What's going to be the easiest? Let's get the budding. Oh, nope. I can't get the budding amethyst. This is going to make it so I don't need bright shards anymore, right? Or no, I guess these need bright shards to craft. I guess I'm crafting more bright shards. But let's get budding coal going, I guess, because it's the easiest one for me to grab right now. Budding coal. That's that. 2, 3, 4. Then budding amethyst is going to go here. And then I need the other 2. So I need more bright shards. I'm going to need a total of how many more bright shards? It's 4. So I need bright stone, which is bronze. And I'm going to need to do this twice. Luckily, I have bronze available to me. I did not use all of it. So it's bronze and it is stone. Bright stone is this and asteroid blocks. So I can make, let's do 2 of these. And then 2 of these. And that should get me enough. So look, I tried to calculate everything before episode and TheAndrata can't count. Okay, so it's all right. That's tin. And then let's make sure we make the right thing and copper. Okay, cool. So now we have some crystals going for us. Our next step on this is to get the crystals and grow them into a tin cluster. Now we can plant these in the world and they will grow themselves. I'm curious to know if I planted them, if I could tick accelerate the growth. But in the past, I've tried to tick accelerate crystal stuff and it hasn't worked. So it looks like it does need water. So we're going to have to get some water in here for our crystals to grow. So let's go ahead. We'll grab our ceramic bucket and we're going to rob Peter to pay Paul here. We're just going to take some water from there because I need multiple buckets. Hey, I have bricks in here. Good to know. They can go into the brick storage place. And since I happen to have 3, let's make ourselves another ceramic bucket so I don't have to make so many trips. It's clay. TheAndrata. Clay makes that. Now you don't have any bricks at all. All right, let's grab, we'll just grab this tank. Tell me you retain your water as I break that. Nope. Okay, you, buddy. You are absolutely the worst. Now I have less water over there. It is what it is. All right, water. It wouldn't be so bad if it was like easier to make. What? Did I just put 2 buckets in the same one? I did. Okay. All right. I've done this one. Okay. Somebody remind me. I did that one. Good thing that thing holds 5 buckets. Yeah. All right. So that one's done. Front is done. Right is done. Can you go downstairs? We need to do left. And can you go down the ladder? I hate ladders in Minecraft. My goodness. And bam. Okay, so now we should start seeing growth. Yes, okay. So, yep, it's going down. Fertilizer amount's going down. And look, we already got a coal cluster crafted. So we can go ahead and actually lock this. Bam. And as the other ones come in, we will do the same. We can tick accelerate this, by the way. So we could. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. And that'll help us out a little bit. Make this just a little bit faster at this point now. Okay, so that's that. That's that. And how about you? Give me a copper. Hey, there we go. So now that I've locked it, they'll just automatically go back in there. I can take 1 of each. And ta-da! We completed the quest. Now what do I do with these? Because I have no idea. Okay, because it says here, grown inside a garden cloche. Great. Drops from broken clusters. Clusters can be crafted into their ingot or gem variants. So do I need to just throw these on the, like, I can place it on the ground? Okay, and then I hammer it? Okay. All right. Because there is a usage of this, but it's throwing it into a crusher, and I cannot make a crusher yet. That requires steel, redstone, all kinds of goodies that I do not have access to at all just yet. So it looks like breaking it, and we get a 2-to-1. Is that what this looks like? That's 2. Yep. So it's 2 to 1 for every. So for every cluster we get, we're going to get 2. Yep. And then bam. Okay. Now I can use these. So for the coal shard, 3 of them makes 1 coal. Man, oh man, that is expensive. Okay. So it takes a while to be able to get this. This is going to be a slow resource generating process here. We need some fertilizer to go into here to make this process faster, apparently. But we have resources ready to be made. So now I can make coal. Well, I can't yet. I'd like to ideally make each of the resources that it says that we need. Is there a, what's that mod? Engineers Decor? And isn't there like a block breaker? How about block breaker? Yeah, this thing, small block breaker. I want this eventually. That requires coal and bronze. And old industrial wood planks. Specifically? How do I... Kidding me? I have to treated wood, arc furnace, coal coke. Okay, so that ain't happening anytime soon. Never mind. I was like, because this is a machinist research pack 2 thing anyway. But this is a great little no power needed block breaker. You literally just put it somewhere and it breaks blocks right in front of it. Compact Machines has these. What is this? Oh, these are advancements. Oh, advancements are being listed in JEI. Okay, I was like, that's interesting. I didn't know Compact Machines had items. Can I break these with my hand? Nope, looks like it has to be with a tool too. Great. This is a process. That we need to figure out how to automate. Let's create in this pack. Can I punch it? Nope, no create either. All right. Let's saying, can I get a fist to auto punch it or something like that? Just get some basic power going. Okay, so that gives me enough to craft the base resources, it looks like, for each of these. So if I do this, that gives me coal. If I do this, no, that requires a whole thing of them, right? Or no, amethyst shards are just, that's them by themselves. Yeah, and then I can make cluster templates from these. Those are good to go. I don't need to worry about those. Tin shards makes tin ingots, and any other usage of tin shards doesn't look to be the case, so we'll grab that. Copper shard, bam, and I think that was everything. Coal coke is a block of coal coke. In the coke oven, I can place coal now. Go ahead and do that with you. I don't remember what I needed to fuel this thing. Or is it because my creosote's full? Yeah, that's what it is. Now I got a bucket of creosote. Yay. What am I going to do with that? I guess I can make some more treated wood. And you are just planks. Okay, treated wood planks. At least I got that. And we're going to have the coal coke made. So now we can make coal coke. Yay. Our next path here is metal bars, which is going to require 4 coal and bronze ingot to make. And then a fluid barrel, which is 8. And this makes 6. So I have to do this twice. So I need a total of 8 coal. Then a water freezer, provided with water and power to produce ice. Hopper underneath to automatically extract the ice. Okay, so interesting though, it requires a machinist. I can't even make this. Do I need to go? I need to go this route, don't I? Okay, so I can't finish this quest line because I need to go to my iron cluster quest line and start working on this chain in order to get, yeah, look, the machinist research pack, which is going to get me into some basic power, engineering, and iron. Okay. All right, well, good to know. I need to get iron nuggets. I'm trying to see. Iron nuggets is metal bars smelted down. So I technically could do this now, get the iron that's needed, and get iron clusters growing if I wanted to. I'm trying to see, like, how does this branches over here, but this requires steel ingot. This requires ersatz leather. Okay, so those quests go there. Where's the start here, though? Steel ingot. And yours is iron ingot. Like, one of these quests should be, like, lit up to, like, okay, so it is metal bar from growing crystals. Okay, so once I get this metal bar going, then I will be able to open up the next quest. I see how this is going to work. Okay, so that's this. So we're going to let that cook because I need to get some more coal, and then we'll get that at some point. I'd like to try and get, I guess if we have coal, we don't really need a whole bunch of charcoal anymore, but I'd still like to try and work on automating this thing because it's driving me crazy. So first thing, we need to do this, and we need to, just like we did before, we need to move this. And I can't pick up that packed ice, so I have to move it like so. Because I need to put the flopper in the back of this machine in order to get the water into the back, so I can put the drawer in the front. So we need to actually do this. Flopper it. Sky tank. And then I can grab another energy pipe, which I put away. Thank you. There. So now this has power again. We can give it its dirt and its sapling. And then I need water, which I don't have anymore. So I need to get water, which is just this process. You with you, and you. And give him some water. Now that's going to operate, which means I can put my drawer here now, and then items will automatically go into the drawer, just like they were before. Now, the only thing is I need to get, what I want to get out of this is the logs, right? I need logs to come out of this, not leaves. How can I go about doing so without, I don't have the ability to filter items yet, do I? Because a filter, if I wanted to do pipes, the filter is on the, I believe it's the, is it improved pipe upgrade? I don't even think it's improved. I think, geez, that's expensive. I think it's the advanced pipe upgrade that allows you to start filtering with this. So I need to be able to filter logs only out of this to go into this furnace. And then I need to just have to manually pump in a bunch of mini charcoal into it. What are my best options here for this? I wanted to get cobblestone, make myself a furnace. And then the furnace can sit somewhere. I'm probably going to end up moving this whole thing, just making another thing of packed ice. But this is just a plan out. Because the item that I need to smelt has to come into the top of the furnace, doesn't it? So I'm going to actually... Yeah, this is going to all have to move a little bit, but let's clear out a little bit of space now. Oh, okay, cool. My inventory profile is going to replace my hammer for me eventually, if I had another one in my inventory. Let's get furnace here. Now, here's the thing. Can I even put leaves in here? I can. That's what I wanted to see. Will leaves go in there? Because if they can, then it will automatically try and pull them. What I want to do is lock that, and I don't have my key thing on me. Yeah, and it put the leaves. Not what I wanted to happen. Okay. Hopper, just take asteroid blocks for the moment. So that way the wood can go back in here, so I can at least lock this. I was hoping the furnace would be like smart enough to not pull from there. How could I? Yeah, that goes in there. The wooden hopper needs to go on the side with the mini charcoal, and then that'll push that in there. So I can just make the mini charcoal easily And then I can have another one come out of the bottom, and then like a barrel or a chest or whatever sit here to get the items out, which is just going to be the charcoal. The biggest issue is filtering out this. Now, right now, it's not terrible because this process is slow, so it's going to be able to keep up ultimately. However, what about a drawer? This is called functional storage, right? Not downgrade, but a pusher upgrade. Instead of, is this filterable though? I've never used this before. And it requires redstone, which I am not anywhere near. Well, I guess, I mean, my option here to be able to filter this is to separate the outputs. I could just, instead of having the oak drawer here, I'd have a pipe coming off of this, sending items to a leaf drawer, and then send items to an oak drawer, and then have the oak drawer do its thing. The leaf drawer just stay separate and isolated on its own. So that's how that's going to work. And that's what I'll end up doing. And then I'll be able to get charcoal automated. The only thing I'll have to feed into it is mini charcoal, but I can set up another drawer on top of this with mini charcoal just automatically feeding into there, and then the charcoal gets pulled out. And it's not fully self-automated, but it's automated enough that it's better than what we have going on right now, at least. So yeah, I just need to figure out how to make it not ugly like this, like that. It just looks horrible right now. But it's okay. It works. So what do we have up top? Can I at least make the metal bars so then I can make more of them in between episodes? I think I have enough of this crystal stuff to do so. Here's the question. Vein mine, at least. Is that possible? If I were to place out coal clusters, and then I were to vein mine these? Yes. Okay. Good. Wow. It failed to replace that. I'm turning those notifications off. But now we have coal shards. So now I can make 9 total coal, which means I can make metal bars. I just want to make them so that in between episodes I can make more so that we don't have to worry about it. And that's just bronze ingots, 12 bronze. Or 3 bronze. I need 2 sets of these. And then, bam. There we go. And we have metal bars available to us, which means that we can now, we'll just collect all of our B-Bucks and hotbar those, get them out of here. And I think that's going to be the end of today's episode. So next episode, we'll come back and we are going to work on, let's see, we did that. Probably going to need more of that bright stone at some point. Budding amethyst, we don't need. That's being produced. Okay. So we need to make ourselves a fluid barrel, but we could do this part. This is not like detrimental. I don't know why I wouldn't want a fluid barrel. Has a small built-in pressure tube, base level gauge. Default placement is standing. Sneak place to select a specific direction. Transfer fluids in tanks below. Transfers fluids in tanks below and standing. So that doesn't really supports fluid extraction insertion as item. So I mean I can have it auto fill, but it really doesn't. I mean the Skystone tanks work just fine for that. So don't really know, and that also holds 12, and so does the Skystone tank. So I don't know where the big difference is coming from there, but that's okay. So what we need to do is start working on making iron nuggets. So that's what I'm going to do in between episodes. I'm going to throw my iron bars into, or my metal bars, my extras into here. It's 1 metal bar per iron nugget. So that's a lot of iron bars I'm going to have to make here, which means that we need charcoal. So it's a good thing I have a charcoal production machine going on here for me. And this makes mini coal as an output. It's also not too slow. This makes mini coal, so really I could even feed this with the mini coal that's produced from there if I wanted to. We'll figure something out. And I'm going to try and rearrange this, make that nicer looking, and then get ourselves going. But hey, look, we have iron. Like, here we go. Iron nuggets. Not iron ingots, but it's iron nuggets, and it's something for us, right? Yeah, anyway, next episode we're gonna come back and continue working on all this stuff. We need to get industrial hemp going so we can start getting some leather, which means I'm gonna need another garden cloche or two, so I'll also craft those up. And then upstairs is just garden cloche central. Essentially, that's where everything's gonna go sit. So yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.